Welcome back, everyone, to Myth Speaker. We're back. We're back. We're gonna stay back. This game's gonna go. It's gonna be great. We're gonna not die. Maybe. We're gonna try our best.
Maybe.
Look, we do our part. Each and every one of you is in the process of exploding, though, so... What exactly is going on? Well, you all are, of course, new ascending hero gods currently flush with mythic power, trying to not die. This mythic power that is welling within you is running a bit rampant, kind of constantly at risk of devouring you from the inside. And so you're trying to find a way to control that. A little prophecy led you here to the ruins of Pol-Xamne on the island of Saktelos, where, upon meeting the Sphinx Neshkefru, she gave you a task of understanding the 4 dooms that befell this land. In doing so would help her clarify her prophecy and stop the problems your rampant mythic power was causing her, at which point she would be able to properly guide you on what needs to be done to control your power. Thus far, you have found 3 of these dooms after killing a hydra and following the trail its reanimated heads left behind, leading you into an extra-dimensional maze, into the catacombs underneath the city, and rehoming a pair of ancient hero god forged elemental constructs. Your final trail led you beyond the east of the city, or perhaps what the easternmost district of it once was, that has now been flooded, drowned, so to speak, leaving just a beautiful clear lake with a deep bottom. Within the lake, the ruins of buildings and the blood trail of the Hydra led within it. But to begin your search, you met with a hag, individual by the name of Mythic here, who claims to have lived for perhaps a very long time, may or may not be a little funky, but did eventually come to a deal with you all, offering to share what information she has on the sort of what the doom that befell Pol-Xamne here was, in return for you all killing the eel, apparently an eel of hers that the Hydra had attached to and mutated. Recognizing that many of you are not the best swimmers or able to breathe underwater, at least for a combat circumstance, you made a additional sort of subsidiary deal as part of that, sacrificing your bravery in order to gain the ability to swim and breathe underwater, her promising to turn you back should you complete your goal by tomorrow morning. If you don't, well, got some problems. You might be stuck this way, able to breathe in water, unable to breathe on land for a very long time. You guys dove into the lake, began searching for a while, and after a period of time, managed to come across this eel, much larger and a bit more hideous looking than your normal eel. Vestiges of sort of that Hydra's appearance still float or kind of melded within its form, as it attempted to ambush some of you who didn't quite notice it, kicking off this combat that we have begun, where Illyria and Arias both themselves got pretty injured right off the bat. Scophos used a bit of healing on Arias. Illyria summoned a protector tree. And Ton, beautiful Ton, went charging straight at the eel, hitting it pretty hard with his axe here, leading us into where we begin today, at the top of round 2. As a reminder, Arias, Scophos, and Illyria, the 3 of you are permanently frightened 1 right now because of the deal you struck. everyone underwater here has resistance to acid and fire. You take a -2 circumstance penalty to any bludgeoning or slashing attacks in the water, and you cannot cast fire spells underwater. Other than that, since you have the ability to swim and can breathe underwater, everything else is mostly the same, but those are your main problems. On top of that, I believe you also discovered that this eel does have a resistance to both bludgeoning and piercing damage. So some problems there, though Arias has successfully given it her personal antithesis. So, we got a situation at hand. And as we hit round 2 here, we are starting with the eel's turn. That is going to use its first action here. Ton, it's just gonna bite you. It's just going for the chomp.
Yeah, I figured it was going for something.
Yeah?
Yeah. And it was gonna be
that
me.
is a 20 on its first strike, the frightened making it miss.
Yes!
As it attempts to bite at you, and its jaws kind of catch right around the ruins of the building. You can see the second set of pharyngeal jaws inside of its mouth still. Unable to reach out until something has already been bitten down on. But it's going to use its second action to just try and bite you again. Which will also miss. So, seemingly unable to bite you here, it is going to use its third action. Do you have a reactive strike at all? I don't think so yet.
No, I'm 2 levels away from that.
It is going to swim away from your ability to get to it, kind of. Swimming out and around the edge of the building, but that does it for its turn. Illyria, we are back to you.
Okay. Illyria would like to...
Oh, I see.
with a bolt of lightning.
We're just choosing violence, huh?
We're just gonna choose. You know what? I think I have good reason to. I just, just a thought. I'm pretty sure this is reactive. So
I think that's fair.
Go with this.
Yeah, I can't judge. That is going to be a regular success on its part, but that does still mean half damage. So go ahead and let's see what that does. Oh, that's a good roll. So that is going to be a total of 11 points of electricity damage, zapping into this eel as it thrashes about in the water. Did its best to dodge, but wasn't quite able to succeed.
Okay, and then Illyria is going to, if I move right here, right opposite Ton against this wall, would I have some cover?
Where? Like right here?
Like right here.
Oh, right there. Absolutely. You would certainly have some cover if the eel tried to attack you from
behind
there.
that wall right there and duck.
Awesome. I will also say as a reminder to everyone, if you do not use a swim action on your turn, you do sink 10 feet.
Well, I'm glad I moved then.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Not the worst thing to just auto-sink 10 feet. There's
still.
no current to move you guys. And if I am reminding myself correctly, how deep is this lake? While I'm checking how deep it is, Arias, it is your turn. Illyria,
okay.
put that frightened back on you.
About where I could go to give Ton flanking, possibly. Or if that's possible.
Around 60 feet deep in total. If you wanted to give Ton flanking, your best
I guess I would
bet
have to be
up
like
here.
here,
right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if I can't go through those gaps.
I would treat it kind of how we treat like squeezing mid-combat, where I would count it as effectively a form of difficult terrain, so it costs you a bit of extra movement
like
to get
shorter
through that.
Movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could also always sort of swim up and over the creature, going out and around this way, because 3 dimensions are in play here while we're looking at it at 2-dimensionally. My favorite.
Yeah. Okay. then... And is all the damage it's done so far that we've seen has been crits?
I believe so. I believe it crit you and Illyria.
Yeah. Okay. Then, yeah, I'm gonna, I guess, move, there. Oops.
Sounds good. You've got a 40-foot swim speed, so I would say absolutely with your cover you could get
Don't know
there.
if my token will collide with the wall there, but,
I'm gonna say I can move you through it if you want.
Wait, I got
There
it.
you go.
Maybe
Cool.
there, yeah.
Awesome. I don't know what that weird-ass decimal is trying to say your moving is.
Oh, okay.
Weird.
That's funny. Okay. Yeah, and then I will make I guess I'm gonna, if I don't swim this turn, will he still be able to
I mean, you just used a
flank
swim
with me,
action.
I guess? Oh no, oh, I see what you mean. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was thinking you
Moving
meant
was
like
swimming.
aside from movement.
Nope.
Okay, never mind. So then I stay at the same. Okay. Then I'll make a strike, my axe.
Alrighty. Do keep in mind, since you're using a slashing weapon here, you do take a -2 circumstance penalty to the roll, which you can just toggle on the non-lethal if you want for that.
That's right. Because I was debating if I wanted to, because it's like the other option I have is
Your
my
horns. Which don't take a penalty. However, you do know it has a resistance to piercing damage.
Yes.
So.
Do I know how much that is?
You guys have not. I don't.
Or
let me check. I don't believe so. Oh no, because you did crit succeed your exploit vulnerability with a nat 20. It's resistance 5 to bludgeoning and piercing respectively.
Okay. And my exploit personal antithesis only would apply to my weapon.
Additional damage.
Right? Yeah, then I'll just attack with my axe.
Sounds good.
And so that's -2.
Yes.
From
which you can just, if you want, you can just toggle on the non-lethal attack.
Okay. And frightened.
You'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah.
I lied.
Okay.
I'm sorry to say, if not for the fact that you are underwater and frightened, that would have been an exact hit in this case. But given the circumstances, the water resistance, and your bravery having deserted you makes you withhold slightly, and the eel is able to twist out of the way in the water and just avoid your blow.
I'm gonna prepare to aid Ton's next attack.
Sounds good. Scaphos, what you got, Mr. Wiggly now?
Yeah, I'm some sort of fucked up shark right now with an extra set of gills, and because I also am under this witch's curse, so
yeah. Yeah, at least I didn't make the witch's curse a polymorph effect. Then it would have just been sad.
I have Godspeed and a swim speed of 45 feet. Oh, that's because of Godspeed.
I think you can go wherever you want.
It's diabolical them giving this thing piercing resistance.
I try. And as a reminder, with Godspeed, your quickened action can only be used for movement actions. Yeah. I know the feat, as it's written, says stride, step, or leap. I'm going to allow swim, because I'm not that mean.
Oh yeah, that is an oversight.
A lot of Pathfinder feats still don't have effectively the traversal trait involved with them, but it is just how it is.
Move here.
Oh no.
Leaving room for Ton. Then I'm gonna sustain the spell.
Okay.
Which I believe gives me an attack.
You know,
I gotta read the spell again.
It's my first time someone has cast Devouring Dark form, so I gotta read it real quick too.
First time you sustain this spell each round, you can attempt a single grapple check with your
check,
tentacle. Well, that's with the tentacle. If I had not used animal form,
Right.
You can attempt a Jaws unarmed strike against a creature within your reach each time you sustain this spell.
Awesome. Yep, that's with the heightened version.
Yeah, so I will bite him.
Go
It is piercing because it is Jaws.
Yep, so no penalty.
And
The attack roll.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, a natural 1 is not going to do it.
I'm not accepting a natural 1.
Alrighty.
I will re-roll and keep the new result and then
Perfect.
spend a mythic point. Oh my gosh, okay. Well,
I think you're being forced to accept the nat 1. I'm sorry. Weren't you guys supposed to be like saving up luck over the last 2 weeks?
I guess I'm a stupid shark right now, so.
Just do it again?
I'm just gonna get all my low rolls out of the way.
There you go, yeah.
And I'll do a third attack.
Oh, okay, sure, why not?
-2 to hit. Here we go.
There we go.
Well.
Okay.
There we go.
Unfortunately, because of the frightened, it does miss normally, but the natural 20 does turn that miss into a
so
hit.
it's not a crit, right?
Not a crit, just a regular hit.
Yep. Alright, he's gonna resist 5 of this.
Nice.
So he resists all of it. I told you this fight is not good for me. I shouldn't have become I was just gonna provide flanking, but I didn't.
I'm not sure what to make of this.
Would also charge him.
That's
Hey, he's a shark that's trying his hardest. Okay.
He's trying
did the
his
eel
heart
have
out.
off guard?
The eel was off guard there, yes.
Okay.
Which is why the second or the final strike that nat 20 to even hit. Because if it wasn't off guard, well, I guess it still would have
wouldn't
missed.
see it on the attack.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Gophos, my man. I'm not sure who you pissed off, but that does bring us to your turn, Ton.
All right.
Maybe we need to flavor whichever spirit you have, Scophos, that gave you this form as being one of Pol-Xamne's spirits.
All right. Well, one action to swim over there. Target this big eel. Okay. Boreas, I'll take that 8.
Yes. With my weapon. Yes.
Yes. I do also like the floating protector tree that Illyria
You
created.
are fucking kidding me.
Nice. You could mythic point this if you want.
Yeah, because is that a -1?
It is a -1 on a
or
crit fail.
does it not affect his thing?
Yeah, just a failure is no effect, but a crit failed aid does give him a -1.
You guys are seeing this right?
Yeah.
So here's the good news, at least. It's above a 15, so it's a success turned to a failure. So
that was 4 natural ones in less than 5 minutes.
I'm aware.
Also, wait, shouldn't this just be? It's like a normal reroll, not mythic.
No, this is
attacks,
mythic,
or
because it's not specifically
mythic?
an attack. It's just an aid roll primarily.
Okay.
So an aid is still a skill check. I just have it be done with your weapon proficiency, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well.
So Ton, you take away your crit fail penalty at least, but.
Oh my god.
I quickly go and consult the Odyssey for what I'm supposed to do in this situation.
All right. Well, here comes the Hydra axe.
Yeah. What's the word, Agamemnon? What you got for me? This book smells
okay.
so old. 25 does hit. Oh, big damage.
Let's go.
2 points of damage. I did forget to mention, Ton, don't forget, -2 because you're using a slashing weapon.
Oh, it's not auto-calculated with the thing?
I didn't
Does
put
still-
the aquatic combat effect on you guys because I wasn't putting a swim speed on everyone, and I didn't want to deal with it and making you guys permanently off guard.
Would
So-
would it still hit with a
Yes,
23?
absolutely.
Okay. And then I'm going to attempt to grapple it. Oh, never mind. It's near death.
Yeah, it's pretty injured from
All right,
your
well
two
then,
axe swings, Arias' axe swing. Scothos is kind of hanging on right now, barely. You're not even sure
do you
his
mean by axe
teeth
swing?
has penetrated his skin. Look, Arias, you helped position it with your axe swing.
Axe swing.
All right, let's go. Let's go for the +4 attack.
Yeah, sure, go
That's
for
cool.
it.
All right, so yeah,
It's
+4. Let's
possible.
go, baby.
Mm,
That misses.
that just barely misses, unfortunately, with the flank.
14. I don't think I'm going to get much better on the die.
No, sadly.
That's my turn.
All right, the eel gets one more turn and a dream. Oh boy, who do I want to eat? I feel bad if I eat Scothos right now, right? Like, that just feels wrong after what happened. It also feels a little bad to attack a race.
The only way this evens out is if this eel
Han,
gets
you
two
did the
natural
most
ones.
damage. You get eaten
Okay.
again.
Okay.
Damn, I'm missing all my attacks too. Sadly. Last strike's against you also. I'm feeling spiteful.
Okay.
If it makes you guys feel better, aside from my save against Illyria's spell, I don't think I've rolled above a 5 on an attack. On the 4 attacks I've made. So I think I've gotten two
server-
2s, a 3, and a 4. Something like that.
Server just hates everybody tonight.
Yeah, the server is full of hate tonight for everyone. With
It's
my
like you're gonna
final
earn your
action,
divinity.
I am going to swim away. Goodbye.
Do I get an
Fucking bad.
opportunity attack? He went right by me.
Well, for one, you don't have the reactive strike feat.
Oh shoot.
That is kind of necessary.
Okay, fine.
Otherwise, you would. I'll say your tree can like lightly caress it with a branch. It won't do anything, but
I like how it just swims away.
yeah, it is your turn, Illyria, though, and he's right there.
Yeah, just come out from behind the wall. You got this.
Oh, what are you attacking with?
Can I hero point that? Oh,
Uh,
and I guess I need to put my thing in chat.
Yes, please.
Can I hero point that?
You absolutely may. So remember, because mythic points are a little goofy, re-roll and keep the new result, and then manually subtract one of your mythic points.
Oh. Yes.
Well, hot damn.
Damn.
Go ahead and roll damage.
How do I?
Well,
oh, I
alright
other
then.
click it.
Yeah, right click to reduce, left click to add for some silly reason.
It's
roll,
feast or famine.
roll damage.
Yep, and he'll take double it.
So I freeze him.
Nice.
You freeze him pretty hard, but it is not quite enough to kill, though, as
No.
the solid back half of this eel begins to freeze over. It slows down in the water, beginning to move far more sluggishly, but it is still alive for the moment.
Okay. And I would like to pixie dust strike him
By
and freeze
all
his back half
means,
into his front.
go for it.
Oh, that's not good. I missed.
Unfortunate, it
Okay.
is not. And I also say, as a reminder, for future reference, pixie dust would be, you would make that with map as well, because Ray of
'cause it
Frost
was my
an
second.
attack. Yep.
Yep, I'm with you.
You needed a natural 20 to hit there, is all I'll say.
Yeah,
with its AC.
exactly.
If you got a natural 20, you would have killed it guaranteed, but without a nat 20, it misses.
Other than that, not so much.
But that does bring us to Araeus's turn.
Take him out, Arias.
We'll see.
Hmm.
Between
Illyria
with
does
my
sink
movement
a little bit at the end of her turn.
can I get like here? I have 40 feet, and I also have an extra action with Godspeed, which I forgot about last time.
I would say it would take you 2 actions to get there with 40
Yeah.
feet of movement.
Okay,
But you could get there.
that's fine. Yeah.
You want me to just
Forgot
move you
I had
directly there? No,
Godspeed.
you got it.
I got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
even with the squeezing through, it would have taken a little bit
Yeah.
more than 40 feet of movement.
Okay. And then strike. And hope and pray. Wait, I didn't do the -2. That should be
Unfortunately, with the -2,
Okay.
it does not hit.
yeah.
I'm sorry to say.
Now. I saw how aiding Ton went last time, but my strikes are really not working. I'm gonna prepare. Well, I'll just go for the strike. Okay. Yeah.
Unfortunately, as you are swinging, the water is heavily slowing you down as you attempt to hit this eel, even hindered as it is. It's not quite able to take it out. Scophos, we're up to you.
All right. Well, I believe this is exactly 45 feet. Yep. I got stopped by a wall. That's not cool. All right, there we go. And then sustain.
Make your attack.
You got this, Scophos.
Swing.
Boing.
Okay.
Well, that looks like it hits.
All right. Damage.
More than 5.
Hey,
Yes.
I did
7
2
points of damage means it takes 2 damage, which is exactly how many hit points it had remaining after the Ray
Let's
of
go.
Frost crit. So,
There we go.
Scophos, with your previous bite unable to kill it, how does this one succeed?
I'm gonna say he just like swims into its mouth and comes out the other side through it.
Nice. Yeah, you see it it like turns around in the water almost to maybe like bite off the frozen part to get a little bit of its mobility back as it's trying to swim away from you all with its injuries. And as it turns its head, you zoom right into the opening, break its pharyngeal jaws, breaking the teeth of that, forcing your way through, turning this eel kind of looking like a snake for a minute that's mid-digestion before just bursting out of it, turning it into bloody chunks in the water. And, well, that will end that fight pretty quickly.
Harvest.
You fucker.
You didn't see this coming when you made this rule set available, did you?
No, which is why I don't have the giant eel parts already prepared to dump in the party stash for you. How could I have ever seen this coming? You get 45 gold worth of giant eel parts, and out of spite, I'm taking away 1.
Okay.
Just cuz.
44?
All right. Well,
You can harvest it easier because I think Scophos is giving into the shark's bloodlust and just ripping it apart.
Can I get then a perception check from Illyria and Araeus?
Yes.
it has the second phase.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Roll initiative again.
Oh, no.
Here comes the hag. You killed my pet. Wait, what?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to do that. Not seen, right?
Illyria, yes, please. It doesn't really matter in this case. This is not a particularly impactful roll. As the
Oh,
two of you sort of take a moment, taking strangely a deep breath underwater, and the two of you being the most injured, especially Illyria here, you see Scoffos kind of giving into base instincts, tearing at what he can of the flesh of this eel amalgamation. Ton going up and trying to harvest parts of it, kind of using the protector tree to just hold things for the moment to collect it all. The blood of the eel is black in color. And as Scoffos is thrashing about in the water and Ton is kind of similarly constantly swimming through the area, you see the blood trying to move and congeal unnaturally in the water, but is being constantly disturbed and prevented from doing so.
Cut.
Because it's eddying, because it's like rippling.
Effectively, yeah, like the blood is trying to collect, and Scoffos is just thrashing about in the water, causing it to disperse.
I'm just gonna call out to them and try to get them to stop. I feel like it might be related to like the visions and the dooms. Although I think it might be trying to tell us something because the Hydra head was like attached to the eel or something, right? Or what was the deal with that?
The Hydra head, according to the hag, attached to the eel and caused the entire thing to transform into this ugly eel that has some like vestiges of Hydra.
Right, okay. Yeah, I'll just try to get them to stop. I don't know if Scoffus...
Orcs have ears?
Yeah. You still have your full intelligence as normal, Scoffos.
Yeah.
That has not been diminished at all.
Then,
make a handle on
it. Nature check.
I'm still holding my axe in case the blood thing is like, it's like somehow reviving, but...
Yeah, your physical form is basically all that's changed.
The spirit will hear you and be like, calm me down. That's fine. And I'll stop sustaining.
All right. Spell ends. Your body slowly morphs back into its own form. Ton still spilling blood everywhere as he carves up this corpse. But the blood at this point... Anyone? Oh, I'm sorry?
Sushi, anyone?
You know, if any of you want to eat this, be my guest.
Eel.
Ton's good. He doesn't feel like eating it.
What, sushi? Okay.
Is sushi better if you eat it underwater? Or is it worse?
No, it's
Very
worse. I can confirm that for you. I have done that. It's worse.
Well, all right. As the blood begins to converge now, you see it does so in the form of dripping words in a very local tongue, but one that all of you are able to understand. It begins to describe a while ago, a century plus, when Pol-Xamne began to fall. A time when the hero gods of Pol-Xamne grew a bit too big for their britches. They began to compete with one another for more glory and power, and in doing so began to show disdain for nature, the people, and the gods. Over these next 50 years, the dooms you all have seen thus far began to pass. The city-state withered under pointless wars, emigration, disease, the efforts of the conspirator dragon broken free from the underworld or nearby. One of the final living hero gods, in a bid to save the city-state's fortunes, an individual known as Tarnalon the Lucky, began a rite. He began to sacrifice living and sapient creatures, endeavoring to control the seas, conjure aquatic beasts to serve the city, and defeat their enemies. And this rite succeeded. However, doing so very much so angered an entity that does not belong to Iblydos. An entity individuals like Ton and Illyria would be more familiar with, the full deity Godsrain, the wind and the waves. Deity was angered by the sacrifice and unnatural control of the oceans, and Godsrain himself decided to raise a great monster to punish the shores of this island. A whale-like behemoth by the name of Osmariku came ashore, wrecked the port towns, sent a tsunami crashing over the island, and in that battle where it was finally killed, at the same time killing the rest of the remaining hero gods of Pol-Xamne, its vanished body at that point melted into water and became a brand new lake that had drowned part of the city. The lake you are currently swimming in is maybe not the full remains, as an instrument of divine vengeance really cannot be killed easily, but the fallout of its battle and its myriad wounds have created this lake you all currently swim in. And the blood begins to separate.
So, they done pissed off one of the primordial pantheon. Congratulations, you absolute nut jobs.
Desperation can drive people to do strange things.
I completely agree, but once they drew the attention of Godsrain, there was no hope. So that was the final doom. The hero gods sacrificed sentient beings to unnaturally control the sea, angering Godsrain, and he sent a great monster from the depths to destroy and wreck the city. Well,
I guess it's time to go get our normal bodies back.
yeah, and go back to the Sphinx.
Yeah. Yes, at that point, I should also mention, during this, Illyria, you notice, kind of in the area, near the bottom of the water as you have sunk the deepest, and your gaze is able to sort of reach the sea floor. A few items. What appears to
Ooh.
be a suit of armor that the magical light you have on you glints off of, and a small wooden coffer as well.
Ooh,
I thought
can
you said
Illyria
coffee
swim
for a
down
hot
and
dragon.
investigate the coffer?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a small wooden coffer. It doesn't really appear to be waterproofed in any way, but you can hear sort of the muted jingle deep underwater of metal within it, perhaps coin.
Yay! I found treasure! Can I pull it with me up to the surface?
Mhm.
Is it too heavy?
No, easy enough to pull up. Are you leaving the armor down there, or did you
I
want to
also,
bring that up as
as
well?
I go by Ton on the way to the surface, I said there's also a metal suit down there too, but I'm more interested in the chest.
Have I finished getting my
Yes,
spoils?
by
Sushi?
from
this
the
point you
eel?
have.
All right, I'll swim down there with her.
All right. It is a breastplate, though in the light from you, you can see it does not appear to be forged out of normal steel or iron, but silver. And with a little bit of magical glow, it does appear to be enchanted as well.
All right, I'll definitely take that.
So, specifically a simple potency enchantment, so a +1 silver breastplate. And gold-wise, there's about 65 gold in that coffer, Illyria.
Does no one mind if I take the breastplate
No, go ahead.
when we are back on land?
Yeah, there's kind of an awkward bit as Araeus, Scothos, and Illyria, the three of you sort of get back to the surface because you are not able to breathe on land right now. So whether you kind of remain in the water and come up for brief stints of conversation, or you just want Scothos to do the talking for you, as you see the Agmeshix make her way over to you all, seeing you successfully return is up to you. But
I thought Scoffos had the same ability put on him as well.
he did.
Ton's the only
Yeah.
one who can talk
Sorry,
to
He meant
am I giving
Gorum.
wrong
He meant-
names?
No, Nick, Don.
Yeah. Whatever. But it's not like I'm getting paid to do this or anything, right? You see the hag sort of makes her way through the shallows as well, her tentacled lower half making it so she doesn't work the best on land, but she kind of props her chin on a hand. Well, it seems you've completed our deal much quicker than I expected. Well done, well done. Would I be correct in assuming you wish for your transformations to be undone, as per the terms of our deal?
Illyria
Yes,
pops
please.
up from the water and says, "Yes, please," and then plops back down again.
Have any of you decided you would rather remain this way?
Illyria pops back out of the water. "No, thank you." Pops back down again.
All right, then. Snaps her fingers. The three of you see the sort of things between your fingers and Araeus, your awfully elongated hooves sort of shrink back to normal. The gills in your neck disappear, leaving the three of you underwater with no air in your lungs for the brief moment before you are able to pop back up and take a deep breath. You also feel that missing courage return itself to you, as you no longer feel cowed by any of your surroundings. There. All prim and proper, as it were, back to normal. Anyone missing any parts?
Lyria drags the chest that she found at the bottom up onto the shore and opens it up.
Gold!
Yay! She takes out some and hands it to Aureus, and she takes out some more and hands it to Ton, and she takes out some more and hands it to Scophos, and then she takes out a little handful and hands it to the hack.
Is this for me?
Absolutely. Thank you very much. It was really fun to swim underwater.
Well, I'm not normally one for accepting bribes, but if you insist.
Consider it a thank you, not a bribe.
Specifically, how much are you giving her?
5 gold coins, and then
5 gold?
15 to each of us.
Alrighty, well, you guys have a good bit of wealth in the party stash anyway. I'll go ahead and just transfer that out to everyone, which comes to be right about 38 gold total per person, including what was already there.
Okay.
Perfect.
Well, you have finished what I've asked of you, and I believe I still have my end of the bargain to provide. Ask away. What questions do you have about the doom that befell this area? I will do my utmost to answer.
Ton looks to the people who are good at talking.
Well, what was the doom that befell from the sea?
From the sea would have been my father, the great behemoth that was sent to destroy this city for all of its hubris.
On's eyes go wide. Your father?
Oh, of course, yes. I was born into this lake from his lifeblood and the blood of the hero gods that were slain in that combat, so would it be incorrect to call them my parents? Perhaps father was the wrong term, as I do not know what parts that behemoth has, but
No, that's about right. Does that mean you can turn into a giant behemoth yourself and smash cities?
perhaps. Would you like to attack me and find out?
I mean, it's a very tempting proposition, but I don't fancy being crushed to death.
Then I suppose we'll have to leave that a mystery. After all, I'm not a doom that befell this ruined city, so...
The behemoth that came and crushed everybody, why did it come and crush everybody? What did they do that sparked your father to just be like, "What's up, bitches?"
Couldn't tell you exactly why. After all, I was born after he departed, but from what I've heard, nasty habit of sacrificing their fellow citizens that bid to exert some lacking control over their environments.
Sentient sacrifice. You know, I'm kind of glad your dad came up and said, "What's up, bitches?" now.
If he could speak, I'm sure that's what he would have said.
Did any of the hero gods remain after that, or they are all
Don't believe so. If they did, they either fled or hid themselves well, but my understanding, most of those who were still alive at that point participated in a grand battle. At least 4 of them died on these shores, and, well, now I'm here. And all the other life you see in that lake. I'm sure it was quite beautiful for those of you who haven't gotten to swim before.
Other life?
Yes. Coral, algae, the fish. The other eels don't count, but
Huh.
Were
Wait,
there
did
any
you
other
talk-
like? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, mine was just a petty question. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna ask, like, uh, Jericho, like, if we saw any other like large creatures or beasts, or it was just like there was just normal sea life.
normal sea life. You saw like colorful coral growing on the ruins of the buildings. There were schools of fish swimming through the lake. You would have seen a couple other eels as well, though they looked to be normal eels, smaller than the one the Hydra had attached to and mutated. Uh, Nothing like a shark or anything, though. Nothing large or dangerous as far as you could find. Maybe a couple
And there was no
jellyfish.
sign after we read the words about Osmeriku, whatever it was called.
Osmeriku, yeah. I'll type it up.
Yeah, there was no sign of like the remains of a large beast, right? Like a skeleton or anything like that. Like there's no
No.
sign that that's what this lake would have been.
No. Because specifically, and I probably described it slightly wrong, Osmariku did not die because an agent of Godsrain like that really can't die, but he
Yeah.
took massive wounds and effectively bled seawater that drowned this area and then it mixed with the blood of the hero gods, and that created life.
Yeah, I found a picture of him.
Sure.
I pictured one of those,
The bloop.
no, those like orca with legs in Inuit culture lore.
Mm.
I just pictured him like the bloop just coming out of the waves really up high, and then just body slamming the shore.
For my Slay the Spire 2 fans out there.
Yes.
Big
Thank
crab
God he didn't
boat.
give us any of those. He gave those status cards. I forget which fucking
Right.
status cards.
So Todd's gonna turn to the hag. Oh, what was your father's name?
Are you asking about the behemoth or about any of the hero gods?
Oh, the hero. No. The behemoth is much more interesting.
Oh, Osmariku.
Thank you.
Of course.
New mission for Ton: find this behemoth and talk to it.
Best of luck. Say this, there's a reason we don't have stats for behemoths in 2nd edition.
Well, wait. How big were behemoths originally?
That's an awful picture, Scoffos. I love it. What the hell? What is that thing?
Oh, that looks cool.
Auklet.
Mm. Nice.
Oh shit.
It's like a whale, wolf, polar bear thing.
Second option, where is...
And that thing is jacked as shit.
And then for my Monster Hunter fans out there, that's your other option. We love Xantrios.
That is cursed, Jericho. That is cursed.
Xantrios is the best. Don't you ever put anything bad on their name.
That is so cursed.
Well, are we done here? Anything else you wish to concern me with?
Do you ever get lonely here?
No, I have my friends. Why would I get lonely?
Did anyone else rise from the depths like yourself? After
Sentience-wise? Not really, no. You're the only one who could speak, but others have visited.
And are all these fish natural to this lake, or did you bring them here?
The regular fish are. The
So no
eels,
transplants.
not so much.
No invasive species.
Well, the eel was.
No, not really.
Yeah.
That hydra head would probably be what I would consider our first true invasive species. If you can count a beheaded monster head animating on its own and flopping around, attaching to other fish and mutating them a species. It was certainly invasive.
And a final question I had is, have you met any other adventurers recently on a quest like us, or?
Recently, no, I can't say that I have. I've met them in the past, but whether they want a quest or not, not recently.
Do you know of the Sphinx in the city?
I've seen her a few times around when she flies overhead. A bit of a lazy
Never
one.
spoke with.
Oh,
Never spoke with you.
No, she wouldn't deign to come to my shores.
Why
What a
not?
shame, really. I've... That's neither here nor there. I don't think that really deals with the doom that befell this city, so I'll save that story for another time.
Okay. Back to the doom. After your father
You have more questions?
Well, after your father came in and unleashed his righteous wrath upon them, do you know how long it was before the city was abandoned?
Pretty quickly after that, considering most people were killed by him. He did kind of flood this place, so... And not just this lake. He flooded most of the island.
Your daddy a big boy.
The way you're saying that is off-putting. I think you should stop. As the children say these days, get some help.
Sounds like, imagine the monster parts you could harvest.
I know, right?
I
would
pictured her in a Chicago Bears jersey.
I would have plus
Chicago Bulls.
3 major striking
Stop it.
weapons by level 5.
Get some help.
Chicago Bulls, I meant. Stop it. Get some help.
Good. Well, Ton's done. Anybody else got any questions for the hag?
Nope.
No. Thanks for your assistance. I guess I'm glad we could get that Hydra head issue solved for you.
I'm glad you were able to get what you wanted as well. It's a pity we couldn't stay together longer, but you all have your own things to do, I'm sure.
I'm much better suited for dry land, unfortunately.
To each their own, but saying you're suited for dry land on an island is quite comedic to say. If you think about it, you know I'm right.
Don't tell her about how we were stranded underwater for like a day, an entire day.
So what time of day is it right now?
By the time you finish your conversation with her, you're pushing about 3:40 in the afternoon. So, still bright mid-afternoon time.
We can go talk to... That was 3 months ago. I don't remember the name.
Neshkefru.
Neshkefru, yes.
How long will it take to get that? I mean, would we be able to make that trip by, nightfall today or no?
Yeah. Like, if you're just heading back to the entrance of the city where you met her, that'd take an hour or two.
Oh, okay. So we're not very far from that. Okay.
You're on, like, the far eastern side of the city, and you guys walk quickly. So you probably might not want to do much else tonight, but you could easily make it to her before it's dark. Is there anything else you guys would like to do as you leave the lake here before returning, before seeking out the Sphinx?
Not Yapos. Maybe if he was an alchemist.
Alrighty.
Is
I'll
there?
just put us all back on the Iblydos map here. You all make your way back towards the edge of the city. Would you have liked to have spent a bit of time to heal yourselves up, considering Illyria and Arias were both pretty injured?
Oh, yeah. Good idea.
Yeah.
I'd say between Scophos and Illyria's focus points, like 20 minutes would have been perfectly fine to heal both of you to full.
Okay.
And refocus. So, leave you guys just after 4 p.m. when you're setting out. But you backtrack your way through the city, made slightly more challenging as you realize at this point the glowing trail of blood from the Hydra head you had followed is gone. There is nothing to guide your path anymore. You are left to just pick your way through the destroyed ruins of the city back towards the entrance. But it doesn't take terribly long before the edge of the city comes back in sight. You find your way out to the entrance, the road leading up to it, set on both sides with those empty plinths that once would have had statues standing proudly atop of them, but now are empty. As you make your way out of the city, there is a beating of powerful wings in the sky. As you look up, you see the Sphinx land gracefully on one of those plinths yet again, spreads her wings wide to their full wingspan before folding them in place with a bit of a shrug, and she looks at you all with expectation etched on her features. I see you all returned. Time in advance. I know you have found the answers I charged you to uncover. Tell me what you have learned.
Do you guys just want me to read off from my notes? And then you guys chime in with corrections?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Ruled by their hero gods, and when they left, the city fell apart as they relied too heavily upon their own pantheon. Unsustainable growth through military overreach without the guidance of the pantheon they so leaned on. A dragon from below manipulated the people of Pol-Xamne to turn on one another in jealousy and rage. One of the hero gods, Ton says the name, which I as the player do not remember.
Arnalon the Lucky.
Pull on the Lucky. Sacrificed sentient beings to unnaturally exert some control over the sea, which angered the true deity Godsrain, who sent a great behemoth from the depths to raze the city to the ground for its sins. Also kill those responsible for such heinous practices.
And did you mention, and I just missed it, the conspirator dragon thing?
Yeah, I didn't say specifically a conspirator dragon. I said a dragon from below.
Oh, okay. I think I just missed when you said that. Yeah.
Below meaning the underworld.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, for future reference, when you're answering someone's question there, Ton, I would recommend not just reading from your little notebook that you've been so diligently taking notes in. After all, we enjoy conversation happening, not being spoken at.
He's reading from my tome.
Yeah, I'm reading from Horace's.
I'm just like, hold
scrolls. I appreciate the effort
Like-
you all put into it, but you know what? It was good enough. One final
We went to great
question.
lengths to keep this safe. We were just underwater. I'll have you know.
Apparently they don't teach rote memorization for young children anymore. What a shame.
These newer hero gods.
Yeah, I
rely
know,
on this
right?
Writing.
Final question. The dragon from below that was released and conspired against the city, what was their name?
Scrolling up.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep, scrolling up because I know it's in here because I don't have it written down. God damn it.
I don't know if I don't have anything written
Because you guys
about
never
the
got a
dragon's
name.
specific name, yeah.
The dragon's name never appeared to you all.
History
not.
check.
Sure. I'd
Clue.
allow a
I have a thought, but I don't want to say it out loud.
I'll allow a new recall
In case
knowledge
I'm
check.
wrong.
In the past, when you guys made them previously, you weren't able to gather anything from it, but I'll allow a new one now.
Just one person?
Sure, yeah, we'll just let Scoffos do it. Why not? Scoffos, at this point in time, you remember the story a little bit better of the hero god Basile and her husband Painamon, that she returned from the underworld. You don't know the dragon's name. The story you have heard did not include it.
Well,
Is this a riddle a Sphinx would ask? Because it's not really a riddle.
You can, I'd say if you want to give me a sense motive here on this Sphinx, you may.
Yeah, so I'll use ears to hear the truth.
Oh, yeah, use it at Mythic. Go for it.
I believe I took that.
Your character sheet.
Yes. Yeah, I did.
The real question is, how quickly can you change feats out to convince me you already had them?
It's my second level feat.
There you go.
Mythic feat. Alright, so sense motive. Well,
There's a toggle to roll with Mythic proficiency.
Yep.
Just sacrifice the point.
Toggle, then hit the button.
Yes.
So it's a plus 18.
Oh boy.
Hidden, I assume.
Please.
Right now it sets a blind to game masters. That's right.
Perfect.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, they
That's
changed
what you
that
want.
text.
Okay. As you sit there, sort of racking your brain for the dragon's name, you draw upon a bit of your mythic power, the Sphinx kind of in the corner of your eye, Scoffos, and one of your spirits sort of leans in from where it normally perches around you and whispers into your ear, "It does not matter. The riddle she asked of you all only asked for the dooms. You have provided the dooms. Nowhere did she require a name before now."
That's be like, well, it's not part of the riddle, so
Indeed.
Uh,
Attempt to trip you up, perhaps on my end, to see what all of you might do if required information that you did not have, whether you would be liars or tell the truth. Instead, calling me out on it is, of course, more than welcome response in the first place. Well done, all of you. You have found enough to answer me. See, she bows her head in a gesture of deference at this point before raising it back up. Now my mind is clear and calm. I have been able to parse what you must do next. You must learn from those who came before you. You must speak to the dead who dwell in the underworld. Only they know the secrets of your new power and how to control it. However, you could not yet survive the journey there, nor could you find your way back without a guidepost. After all, you are not full-fledged hero gods as of yet. You will need to fortify your minds and bodies against the land of the dead. You will need to find a temple for worshippers to gather in, so to guide yourself back from the depths.
Because hero gods, very new concept to him, so he's going to look at the Sphinx. Are you saying we need people to worship us?
That is correct. Have you not already begun to hear their calls and supplications?
only I have, I think.
Ah. Then your legend yet remains unknown to many. Word will spread. That takes time. But yes, to answer your question, Ton, every hero god has their worshippers. It is through them that they are able to grant their strength and influence to the wider world.
Oh, okay. Looks at Scophos and Arrhaeus. Looks back at the Sphinx. Well, if that's what we've got to do, I guess that's what we've got to do.
And Omneros is the name of the underworld. Amneros. Okay.
Either Omneros or Omnion. Let me check. Because I know that its ruler's name is very similar, and I always get them screwed up in my brain. Because brain no work good. Omneros is the underworld. Omnarian is its ruler.
Is Omnarian the only ruler the underworld has had, or has it changed out over the years?
You can give me a recall knowledge if you'd like.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, Ton. This whole concept is pretty new to you. Your head's still kind of grappling with the fact that they are actually not talking about the Boneyard. There is some other underworld here in Iblydos.
Okay. Wonder what Pharasma has to say about that.
As long as they're not raising the dead, I doubt she cares.
So we must create our own temple, gather our own faith towards us to strengthen our strengthen us
Building-
so we may return?
Yes. Building a temple with as you are now may be something that would take too long. Thankfully, there are suitable places that already exists that could be used for your purposes. Whether you retain them or not can be known later. I would head
So
to
the temple is a lighthouse to guide us back.
an astute comparison. I believe you can find such a temple on Vivelos, though that island remains shrouded in misty death, so careful.
And where's this island at? Where's this on the map?
Vivelos?
Yeah.
You will find
Have,
it not directly here. I would speak with your ship captain. She is likely to know its exact location.
Have we heard of that before?
Yeah, I'll
Give me
recall
a recall
knowledge.
knowledge. Yeah.
All right.
Notably, Scoffers, you have sailing in ocean lore today.
Oh, cool.
Alrighty. Between Scophos and Arraius, you have heard of the island of Vivelos. It is not a place people go. It is it's a dangerous place, so to speak. No one really goes there because it is heavily unsafe there. Reyes, you have perhaps heard of some legends that it may have once housed the temple to one of the few Minotaur hero gods in history, though their name you do not know. But it is far to the northwest of here.
Oh wow, it is way up there.
Well, they said Xamne was dangerous, and we're fine.
Yeah.
We've only gone to dangerous islands.
I mean
Exactly.
that's true. We really have.
Yeah?
I mean,
Zamne's danger was theoretically monsters. Vivelos' danger is misty death that shrouds it.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
don't know what that refers to.
Not particularly.
Okay.
From what you have aware of, the island of Avelos basically can't be seen because it's covered in a poisonous fog.
Well, we have these face masks, so
yeah, I was gonna say
it sounds like the Northeast in the last
Yeah, that'll
week.
help.
we got the stuff.
Maybe only hero gods can go there.
Perhaps. But be careful yourselves just the same.
It's the poison cloud green.
Or is it red?
Neither.
Red mist.
Or is it just made of spirits?
No.
I am colorblind. It is brown.
You'll just have to go there and find out.
I know, right? I want to go back to
I just
Bilax
keep
and do
playing
the games.
20 questions.
With the Sphinx, yeah, who doesn't really know much about it. If you are wishing for nicer environs, then I would perhaps recommend seeking a way to fortify your bodies and minds first. That should be a simpler proposition. You will need to drink of ambrosia.
Drink of ambrosia.
So
Yes,
she's saying Vivelis is where to go to get the
for a temple.
cult, quote unquote. Okay, the temple.
For a temple that
Where-
already exists, so you don't have to build a new one.
Jericho, Ambrosia. Would
Mhm.
Ton know what that is, or is that something not known outside of Iblydos?
That's not something not really known outside of Iblydos.
Is this something I could even attempt to recall knowledge at, or am I just not? No,
I'm going to say
fucking
in
clue.
this case, going off of your previous rolls so far, you haven't heard this before.
Okay, well, he'll ask the Sphinx, "What is that?"
It is, as I said, something that can fortify your minds and bodies against the land of the dead.
Where might we find it?
You don't simply find ambrosia in the wild, but the secrets to its brewing can be found on Moilios.
Moilios.
Orleos. Where is that?
Also not on the map.
What do you mean?
Oh, there it is.
Wait,
It's to the. This is to the west.
Oh no, that was not there before. I will not be gassed.
It's
I
always
was
been
making
there.
it visible right as you said it's also not on the map. I was like,
Okay.
wait, it's becoming visible. Hold up. And I will similarly say, Reyes, in your case, you are also aware of Moilos because that's an actual, like, famous place that people like. It is known for honey. It is basically the largest beekeeping island in Iblydos.
At least there's one location we're being sent that isn't famous because of its beasts and spirits.
Yes, the Moilios, also known as the Isle of Bees. As its honey is well known and ships as far as the Inner Sea and Vudra from here. So it is basically a massive island covered in apiaries, and it's all due to the influence of an ancient hero god, of course.
This is a hero god of bees, isn't it?
Yes. Well, specifically a hero god of beekeeping, but they were
I already
basically the one
like the
to
hero god.
start the practice of beekeeping in Iblydos.
Please tell me there are like some gargantuan ass bees flying around
There's
there.
normal fucking bees.
Aww.
Weirdo.
Ilya, you may find that island a bit more amenable. I'd imagine they have a lot of flowers about, maybe?
Yeah, all I know is the bee man of Bellis better not show up.
Different campaign. Illyria, if you've been talking at all,
Okay.
you may be muted.
I'm just listening.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure. It's like, I hope we haven't
There's
missed
no way.
anything.
There's no way we don't get off that island without fighting a bunch of giant bees.
Yeah.
Is anyone allergic? Anyone?
No.
My fur protects me.
Ton is used to fighting giant animals.
You all and your expectations.
Hopefully they haven't learned that wasp killing technique.
Yeah. The way of the wasp.
If anyone asks to make a legendary beast lore check on bees, I'm kicking you from the game immediately.
Why does that feel targeted at me?
Maybe that says something about you, Ton. Hmm? Would you like a mirror to look in?
Yes.
Okay, well. Do you guys have anything else you would like to speak with Neshkefru on?
Nothing Ton can think of.
Just those
looking
two
for-
islands. Okay. Wait, what about accessing the underworld?
Focus on protecting yourselves first. The answer will come to you. So, should you need help, stand upon the peak of a mountain, call for the voice of the wind. Aid will come to you.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Well, thank you.
as I thought about asking her about the amphispana venom. Would that be too irrelevant? It's from like
That has been
6
dealt
months ago
with.
or something.
That
Did
plague
they
was
find that?
resolved. Yes.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember if they ever
Iris
resolved that.
sailed off to find it. That was their exit.
Oh, okay.
Well, may fortune find you and the winds bless your journey. I hope that soon enough we will have new true hero gods to bless this archipelago.
Thank you
Yeah.
for your aid.
That Neshkefru just kind of lays herself down and rests her head on her paws, still watching you all until you leave, but otherwise seems content to relax.
You want to camp here?
Right in front of her.
I don't know. Maybe she's lonely out here.
I was about to say I wish there was some like token we could leave her as a sign of us being hero gods, and then I remembered the olive thing, but I don't know
Yeah,
if
the
that would
olive
be.
tree.
That was what I was thinking too. She can have an olive and then have an olive tree sitting here.
But I don't know if she'd be like, you would give me a sphinx, a pitiful olive, or I don't know.
Can I interest you in an
Magical.
olive in these trying times?
It'll feed you for the entire day. Yeah, but let's plant the olive tree.
Yep.
We're
You
getting
should
so
plant an
much use
olive
out of
tree
that.
near her.
Just like start digging in the ground like 5 feet away.
She just looks at us like, what are you doing?
There is heavy judgment on her brow. She's not even trying to hide it. That is a choice of time and action for ones in your position, but by all means, it's your lives.
It's almost
What
nightfall.
the? What the?
We're not going to get to Moilos today.
No.
Neshkefru, I suppose I had one more question. Do you know the Minotaur who's built the maze in the city? Have you seen him?
The one in the ruins here? I'm familiar with his existence.
Are you friendly with him, or have you ever spoken?
Can you consider yourself friendly with one you have never interacted with? If so, then
If you
yes.
inhabit the same island and have no issues with one another, then maybe.
Then
Maybe that's
suppose
the best you can ask
consider us
for.
friendly.
I was just curious. He got himself into trouble lately, I guess. So.
Yes, quite a pickle, didn't he? Perhaps you'll find yourselves... You already have followers growing where you don't expect. Or even where you do.
It is okay if we camp here, or do you want us to leave?
I suppose it is but a short jaunt back down to your boat, and I'm assuming your companions are at least somewhat worried about what's happened with you, but if you insist on remaining here for the afternoon and evening, I will not stop you.
I forgot about that. Maybe we should go and, let them know we're still alive.
Then we're gonna have to retcon the tree
I mean, we could.
because
Well,
that's
yeah.
8 hours before we can get
As
the
you
branch
go to
back.
plant it, is when she starts getting snarky.
Plant it on the beach.
Yeah, plant it on the beach. All tree on the beach.
About a 5-mile hike back to the boat, so the sun would certainly be setting by the time you guys return if you wish to head there. But aside from it being a bit of a steep hike, thankfully it's not dangerous as far as you've been able to tell. But as you guys head back to your boat, you find Yasminai, the crew of the Tide Hunter, all of them kind of on the boat still. Actually, you see, like, some people are on the boat, a lot of them are kind of camped on the beach. There's a large bonfire cooking, and the smell of roasting meat as well. As you approach, you see the sand is stained with blood that was not there when you all left a few days ago. But it seems people are in generally high spirits. There's music playing from some people on a harp. There is singing. There's some people dancing and kicking up sand. It's a relatively jovial atmosphere, but it does not look like they have had it peaceful here.
Han looks around. So, I see you guys had some excitement.
Ah, welcome back. Our prodigal heroes have returned, everyone. How was your trip? Was the island everything you thought it would be? Monsters abound? Rumors and myths at your beck and call?
Yes. And,
It's just dandy, isn't it?
guess where
think
we're
so.
going next.
Elysium.
I
We're headed to the
wish.
heavens.
No.
Ultimately, the other direction,
Yeah, we're going the opposite way.
but
The joyful atmosphere immediately sobers as you say that. Well, I guess not
Well, let's-
immediately, because it takes a minute for it to set in for these people that have been drinking. But it's like kind of a wave of people who realize the gravity of what you've said. Asmanai lowers her mug. Am I to take that literally?
For us, yes. You all don't have to go, but
Oh.
we do.
Oh, thank the gods. Okay. Did I start thanking you all?
you just
Feels
have
weird.
to sail us to Moilios and then to Vivelios.
Okay.
I'm waiting for her to stop when she recognizes the name of the second one.
I mean, I know of those places. Moilios, lovely place. I'll be very happy to go there. I tried some of its honey when I was young. A few days' journey from here should be far more pleasant than Saktalos. You said Vivelos, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I convince you otherwise?
Probably not.
No.
Unfortunate. Well, the good news is, I will take you there. Considering you probably wouldn't be able to find anyone else who would willingly go there, consider that a boon. It
Okay.
is not a place we want to go, and well, whether there's actually an island within that forsaken domain has long been up for debate. You're sure there's one there? Or are we heading into
Yes,
a
we're
miasma that'll poison and kill us all just for fun?
No, not just for fun.
We have it on
We-
good authority.
Yeah, we wouldn't ask you to sail us there if we didn't need to get in there,
Oh,
but
good.
we are.
I was hopeful you wouldn't just hang us all out to dry and start lying to us now, but I had to confirm.
Ton kind of squints his eyes as he looks around. I'm. Never mind.
We're looking to head out tonight. It's getting late, but we could begin the journey at least. Or did you want to rest on dry land before you have to get used to your sea legs again?
I think one more night here is not.
Then we can
Objection.
continue partying. Everyone, keep drinking. Get some for our friends. We're going to have a great time. Do not think about where we're going. Sit down, get some food, get some drink.
I'm just gonna gesture to like the blood stain. Was
Oh.
everything peaceful here?
Yes, we decided to start killing each other like we were on Euphrae again. No, it wasn't
What?
peaceful.
I'm-
We had a few,
That's what I was a little worried about.
we had a few monsters and beasties crawl their way out of the ruins and out of the ocean to try and fight us. Kept us busy, kept us interested. We're eating crab right now, if you're interested in having some yourself. It's quite tasty.
Anyone nursing any wounds?
Crab adjacent. Nothing that some beer won't fix up. A couple light scratches here and there. Nothing broken, no lost limbs or the like. I'm sure
That's
people would be
great to
more than
hear.
happy to receive your ministrations, though, if you wished to provide.
Yeah, I'll go around healing folks.
Yeah. Once Ton's, once everyone's settled in, Ton's gonna go find Vacloia.
Vacloia.
Vacloia. Yeah, he's gonna go find Vacloia and talk to her and see what kind of interesting things she's come up with this time.
Unfortunately, nothing new in the little under a week you guys have been gone, considering most of the time was spent on her part patching up the ship.
What was she working on?
Last she was working on something stupid, I think was the multi-ballista.
Oh, like weapon stuff on the ship.
Yeah, she's the carpenter that just has the strangest ideas. Some of them work, most of them don't.
And she's a Scythian.
Is a Steno.
But not a Steno, but not a Medusa.
Yes.
Or a Medusae.
Well, there will be plenty of time for conversation and relaxation once you get on the boat, but for now, an evening of entertainment and celebration before one final long rest here on the beach that you may all go ahead and take here.
Okay.
Because as the night passes with you all deep slumber, your body begins to digest your most recent experiences, and your mythic power begins to grow, which means a level up for all of you. The downside of that, though, is that your mythic power consuming you from the inside similarly grows stronger and more dangerous. So,
Oh, it's gone! Yay!
that's because I'm getting the net effect. But we will go ahead and take our break here, so everyone can stand up, stretch, grab some water, and perform your level up to level 5. Just specify that you're back once your level up is completed, and we will pick up from there. But I will see you all in just a few minutes. Then welcome back, everyone. Level up is done. Everyone's level 5 now. The morning of a new day greets us, and you all sort of hop on the Tide Hunter with new destinations in mind. You've got a couple directions you can go. You can head towards Moilios, the Isle of Bees, to seek out the secret of Ambrosia, and head to Vivelos in order to seek out this a temple for your followers to gather in to act as an anchor and a lighthouse for your return from the underworld. There was also that sort of last line that Neshkefru gave you, that if you are in need of assistance, stand upon the peak of a mountain, which realistically she meant a peak of the tallest mountain, and call for the voice of the wind, at which point help would come. So, a couple options. It's very freeform on how you guys would like to tackle these things.
Ton votes for the wonderful island of bees and honey.
Yay, bees.
I would be opposed to that.
Jericho's like, oh, is that what you think?
I mean, fortifying ourselves with ambrosia before going into a poison cloud sounds like a good idea.
Cloud of poison or cloud of bees?
Truly,
Cloud of poison. In real life, cloud of poison.
Bees!
honestly, I'd enter a cloud of poison also over a cloud of bees. No, thank you.
Are they like honeybees or are they like wasps? Because then maybe the
Honeybees.
bees.
Very nice, very pleasant honeybees. Most people who know of Moilios have very fond memories of it and the honey they provide there.
Huh.
It's a beautiful little island. And truly, little, it's a large island. It only has one very small settlement because the entire island is dedicated to beekeeping.
Do they
So-
welcome? They welcome visitors.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I feel like the crew would appreciate going there.
Then, our first destination is Moilios. We're going to save the poison-laden fog for elsewhere. I'm on board with that.
Yes.
Wonderful. Moilios is a beautiful little place. It's been a long time since I've been back. But people who live there, they all support the beekeeping industry in some way or another, whether it's, actually securing from the hives or packaging and shipping or dealing with sales. But it's truly a beautiful island to wander around on so long as you don't mess with the hives at all. But we should be looking at a 2-3 day journey there. Weather looks good, so should be a nice little clip there. I wouldn't expect anything untoward to happen to us on our journey, though, so get some rest. You've probably been through a lot on the island, and we'll get there shortly. As the Tide Hunter departs from the island of Saktalos and begins to head for brighter shores and horizons, you guys have a few days aboard your vessel if there's anything you would like to do in the meantime.
No, Ton is just gonna be just. He's gonna relax.
Alrighty. Anyone else?
Pretty much the same. I start every day by casting Life Connection on Tom.
Okay.
Or Tom.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Arias, Illyria, anything the two of you would like to do over these next few days of peaceful sailing? I promise nothing will go wrong.
It's a sea monster. Here comes
Well,
Maki.
Illyria, one of the things that happened when she woke up after leveling up, after her mythic power expanded a little bit, was she grew a pair of little wings. So I
Adorable.
think she's going to practice with her new little wings and practice little short bursts of flight.
Yeah. Start doing little jumps here and there. Again, to maintain flight, everyone who sees you is definitely a little, not off-put, but surprised by the sudden presence of wings on you. But, practicing with them makes sense. So, beautiful little addendum to this journey. How about you, Arias?
I think after some of the recent fights, Aris feels more confident with her weapon, and it seems to take on a bit more of like almost like a magical quality, similar to her kind of like, I keep saying tome, but it is like a collection of scrolls. And so maybe she like attempts to spar if there's space. I don't know how big the boat is, but also she is quite large, so maybe decides against that
Yeah.
after like bumping into some crates.
I mean, it's a pretty large boat as is, and since the wind seems to be on your side over these few days, there's not much need for people to be at the oars rowing too frequently. So there'd be certainly space that could be used to spar with people who would acquiesce. A few sailors would be more than happy to do a mock little combat with you, though. I'd say more of the trepidation from them comes from the fact that you would be battling with a sharpened weapon in a spar.
I'll use
That's what gets
something
people
else.
a little concerned. But your skills have definitely grown.
I'm like, okay, now make a manipulator move action, and I'll practice striking.
No, not the implements interruption.
Yeah.
We have our first jank reactive strike in the party now.
Yes. Well, actually, I can only do it if I use exploit vulnerability, so...
Yes, they have to be your exploit vulnerability target. However, because of that, it's also a little bit better than normal reactive strike because it disrupts any triggering action rather than just manipulate actions. So,
Yep.
It's a very good reaction.
It's like the disrupt prey reaction for rangers.
But 2 days pass, and then in sort of late morning, early afternoon, the island of Moelios arrives ahead of you all. You pull up towards the eastern side of it, where there is a very small port along the coast. As your boat approaches, you can see it's a port, but it's barely larger than a village. You see like maybe an inn, maybe a couple dozen small houses. There's a handful of old shrines around it to different hero gods. A warehouse, some general stores. It's a very small local community, but the port of Durain is where you all make berth. Boat sets ashore as you guys arrive at the port. Yasminai looks at you all. Do you have any plans? Should we, I suppose, let me rephrase. Are we expecting to need to make a quick getaway at all? Do we need to be ready at a moment's notice to leave, or are we good to give everyone the opportunity to relax?
I don't foresee a hurry, but who knows?
Yeah, just let everyone relax.
All right. Then we've got some time off for everyone. We'll say check in the mornings. Make sure you're back here just for a quick roll call. Make sure we've got everyone in case we do need to beat a retreat. But enjoy yourself. Don't go too overboard. Not to cause problems. Enjoy. And to the rest of you all, if you need any assistance, My help is mostly limited to piloting the boat, but if you're in need of assistance, I'm sure I could provide some.
Okay. Thank you.
Otherwise,
Uh,
enjoy your time, and we'll be here for when you are good to go.
so Jericho, the Dorian port. This is an actually populated island this time. It's not like barren like Pol-Xamne was.
Correct. So
Okay.
as you guys disembark from the boat, you can even see there is a little dockmaster waiting for you, a sort of portly halfling man. He's got some heavy mutton chops on his side, a bit of redness to his otherwise mostly brown hair. And he's got kind of a folded sheets of paper in one hand with a large quill in his other hand as he approaches. Good day, all of you. Welcome to Godsrain and the island of Mythic as a whole. Are we first-time guests or returning ones?
First time.
First time. Wonderful.
Time.
If I could, please get your signatures here, just so we have a order of call of all of our guests. I like to keep a tally. And
Okay.
are you aware of... Well, I assume you have come to Mythic for some reason or another, but are you aware of the ground rules?
Ton will hold his hand up. I am not. Could you please explain them to me?
But of course, it would be my honor to do so. Mythic here is our beautiful ancient island. It has been the center of beekeeping here in Iblydos for thousands of years. We produce honey shipped far and wide on the Obari crossing, and we all, at least in part, hold reverence on our hearts to Untoya, the hero god who was responsible for setting this island as it is. But of course we have shrines to most other hero gods, both alive and some old ones. If you are looking for a place to worship, by all means you should find it here. Otherwise, while you can venture into the island and visit our apiaries, we maintain a strict minimal interaction with the bees policy if you are not one of our actual beekeepers who is working. We ask that you simply observe, do your best to leave nature as it was when you arrived, our beautiful rolling hills and the wildflowers. Just don't fuck it up for everyone else. Other
Understood.
than that, we have an inn right down the road if you are looking for a place to stay. They sell wonderful drinks, food, inn rooms. We don't have too many visitors right now, so they should have enough spots for you and perhaps your crew as well. And, of course, if you're looking to just get some honey, well, you can either get some at the inn, at the general store. Most places have some on hand and are willing to share.
Are there any specialty honeys? Like those that have been infused with other like fruits or
No, we
alcohol?
keep to the pure stuff here. There are variations depending on which hive it specifically comes from, but we do not add anything to the honey. We leave it to what the bees provide to us.
Okay. And then he'll reach for the I'm assuming that the man handed us a quill to sign the book.
Yes, absolutely.
Ton will take the quill and sign his name in Tian.
Oh, well, all right then.
Yeah, I'll sign it while asking, are there any sages in town that work with the mythic aspects of honey?
Unfortunately, no. Our honey is not normally containing those mythical properties of that our archipelago is so famed for, so no real need to keep some on hand. We have had cyclopses and those capable of performing myth speakings pass through before, but none are currently staying here, unfortunately.
The Cyclopses, when they came, did they just come for the honey, or did they go to like some special site on the isle?
For the most part, they come to relax and enjoy themselves, to get some honey. There's been no... there has not been any sort of conclave or anything that has come and held rituals or the like here. They're just visitors.
Okay. Well then,
You have a
are there
library.
any?
A library? Is there anything in particular you're looking to learn? We don't really have a large library here. No,
Just the history of this place.
Oh, well, I'm sure you could ask anyone about that. Much more of an oral tradition here, so to speak, passed down through families. And those who come to visit can always get the sort of rigmarole rundown from anyone they ask, but I'm sure some people have their own family records. But there's no official governing histories, treatises that we have written down, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
Is there a main temple or shrine to the founding hero god?
Not a main one. We believe in religious equality, so to speak. So, and those who have passed on cannot particularly benefit from worship. So we try to keep everything sort of equal here. I do believe I've actually forgotten to ask. Is there a reason for your all visiting? Or we just, I'd probably ask this, looking to enjoy ourselves, relax? You mentioned first-time visitors, but these are questions not normally asked by newcomers, so I'm curious
Can
if
I
there's...
sense motive this guy to
Yeah,
try and get
absolutely.
sense of whether telling him while we're really here is a good idea, like,
Yeah.
or if he might freak out.
I guess also maybe this would have been from earlier, but would I know, is there anything that's meant to be like forbidden or secretive about ambrosia? Or it's just like a mythical like
Ambrosia
drink?
is like it's from stories. So
Yeah.
you probably would not expect that to have just like a recipe sitting around somewhere.
Like if I asked someone that, they would probably be like, what are you talking about? That's not real, or something like that.
Yeah, or like it's storied, and if it were to be made, I would imagine our honey gets used in it, but like there's no recipe for it. Scothos, looking over this guy, he seems pretty genuine. He's, seems like a nice guy, kind of happy to invite you all here and share this place that he's so passionate about with. There was a moment when you guys mentioned when you had specifically asked if there was anyone that dealt with the mythic aspect of honey here, that he kind of stumbled over his words. Nothing to denote hiding anything, but like it was very clearly something he wasn't expecting to be brought up by outsiders. And that just confused him for a bit. And he's been kind of off kilter since that was brought up.
No sense beating around the bush. We're interested in myths around ambrosia and possibly making some.
Well, there are certainly a number of stories around the creation of ambrosia, the sort of beloved drink of ancient hero gods. Fortunately, I'm not aware of any stories here that have to deal with ambrosia originating from here or being crafted here. At least not anyone I know has any sort of recipe. That would have absolutely been shared if it were. But perhaps there are things that could be found. You could maybe there is inspiration to be had around the island. If you would like to look around.
Where do you like to go for inspiration on the island?
Oh, I like to just visit the apiaries and just sort of watch the bees do their work. It brings me peace. I do hate to say this. We do love visitors. You may have come at a bit of a poor time for wandering around the island, I'm sorry to say. It may not be the smartest choice.
Is there a creature troubling you and your bees?
No real trouble has been had, I should say, but just strange things have seemed to be afoot on occasion. From what I've heard talking to some of my fellows around town, they've reported seeing things, nothing awful or dangerous, but just out of the norm.
Like what kind of things?
Just surely stories of people who have been drinking, so it's nothing you need to be worried about.
Yeah, I'll let you go.
So people just randomly see people drinking, or the drinking people are seeing random things?
The drinking people are getting a bit too deep into their cups, and you know how it is when people drink too much. They see things incorrectly. They don't remember correctly what they saw the next day. So it's nothing to be afraid of. Nothing to worry about.
Oh, come on, it can't be anything too bad. I mean, it's not like it's a giant mutated bee or a lizard that is two different colors.
I'm going to ask at this point if one person would like to make a diplomacy check aided by anyone else. They could do so here. This guy
Can
seems
Ton do it?
very much unwilling to talk.
Can Ton do it? He could do it at Mythic proficiency.
And Illyria aid.
Mm-hmm.
Well, wait. Before we roll any dice, Jericho, is this make an impression request?
Yes. You may
Okay, then yeah.
you may use a mythic point for unbelievably believable.
Yeah.
You ready for my aid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very nice. That is a success. Don't forget there is the aid macro.
Oh, right.
But that'll be a +1 circ bonus to your roll here, Ton.
Yep. I don't like that result.
An 18, unfortunately, is not great. It would be a failure in this case.
Yeah, I don't like that result.
You want to re-roll it?
Yeah.
All right.
So, Jericho, about that thing we were talking about.
Yeah? What thing?
About the server hating us.
Oh, yeah. No, I checked in. There's some real hatred built up tonight. Look, I'm terribly sorry. I understand the curiosity of visitors, but truly, I cannot speak for my fellows. I would feel poorly about rumor mongering off of what my fellows may or may not have seen. So, I'm deeply apologetic.
Where do these drunkards drink?
Well, you can find some at the inn. Some of them going about their daily business. I wouldn't call them drunkards. It's, they're not drunkards. Just nights of heavier drinking than usual lead to everything's fine.
Kind of look at him like, really? Really?
Everything is fine. We are having, I say this from the depths of my being, we are having no problems here. Some things may have changed, according to some people, but nothing is going wrong here. Everything is fine.
Does this have the feeling of there is no war in Ba Sing Se?
No, he seems to genuinely believe it.
If we were in a different...
There's maybe a small element of he's trying to convince himself simultaneously with you guys, but for the most part, he seems very much... He doesn't want you guys to leave with an impression that things are going wrong here, and then you'll spread that information and tell people elsewhere that things are going wrong on Moelios. He's like, things are not bad. There's something weird going on, but things are not bad. Don't spread bad rumors about us, please, 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 please. Don't look into it, please.
Okay, and we get that feeling?
Yeah.
Oh, I was
I'd
going to
say,
this
especially
gives me
based off of your
false
sense motive check from earlier, Scothos. He's like, there's nothing actually wrong. Just something weird going on. But we don't want bad rumors to spread.
False Hydra.
No.
I would say something like, you get a lot of travelers here. Perhaps you've heard of us. We're the Drasticons.
I'm going to give him a roll. The Drasticons of which city-state, if I might ask?
Pol-Xamne is, well, that's where we became the Drasticons. We're from all over the world. But...
Oh, well, city officials are always welcome here. Unfortunately, we do not provide any additional, luxuries to those who hold office elsewhere around this archipelago.
Well,
we like to maintain
that's just the name
neutrality.
of our group. We don't hold any public office.
The Drasticons, not the Drasticons. It is an easy mistake.
My
make.
sincerest apologies. I'm afraid I have not heard of that name before.
But we do know the Drasticons of Pol-Xamne. They have great respect for us.
Well, I'm very glad for you all.
I was hoping you had heard of us, and then you would understand that we are problem solvers.
But there's no problems here.
And very, 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 very private problem solvers.
There's no problems here. I
And we are
cannot say that any differently. There's nothing
We are very generous
problematic.
tourists as well. So we might go and enjoy some mead.
Please do. Enjoy your stay. He's like trying to back away step by step as he's saying this. As soon as the conversation seems like it's at a lull, he turns and scurries off.
I'll let him go. What a strange little man.
I don't know why he was so worried. Nothing could be worse than what happened in Pol-Xamne, to be honest.
There is no strange mist covering this place, so step up already. There's no Sphinx demanding you find dooms.
You said there was an inn nearby.
There is, yeah.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to ask directly from the
Ask them
source what's going
directly.
on here. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
would
like how I
say.
burned.
Sorry, go ahead.
What?
You just shook your headphones
Okay.
off.
Not happy with burning 2 mythic points. I get it. Good job.
Yeah.
I'll say at this point, if you guys would like, spend a couple hours doing a gather information attempt. Anyone may attempt to do so, as we'll use that as an opportunity to sort of collate any information that could be found by everyone. Which gather information, of course, is a blind diplomacy check, unless you have something like Streetwise that allows you to use society.
Does your I've been here before do anything, Reyes?
It's like, yeah, I mean, a lore skill specific to the required creature, does that count as like a creature's place of living? Like that guy's, I mean, or not?
I'm going to say we've met before would not work for this, especially because we've met before normally is most commonly used for like decipher, writing, earn income, and recall knowledge. Since this is coming from you talking to people, there is...
Okay.
We've met before, I'm just not going to use because this is very general. But it's a good thing because you rolled well. Anyways.
Yeah.
Everyone else, not amazing rolls, I gotta be honest. Our best roll was a tie for what Ton's diplomacy check was.
Lovely.
And then Illyria rolled well. So, as you guys sort of split up and begin asking around town, again, it's a very small village. It is kind of mid-afternoon at this point, so a number of people are out and about still, but as time progresses, you meet with some people. Everyone seems very friendly. You're chatting about with them. A lot of other people get very cagey when you try and bring up like any sort of oddities or problems going on. And very similarly to the guy at the port, are like, no, there's no problems going on. Everything's fine. I don't know where you heard that, but everything... What problems? We're all living great lives. We're truly happy to be here. Reyes, you're the one who finally gets someone to talk about what they have seen. And they sort of, kind of, all right, I'll tell you, but you can't tell anyone else this came from me, okay? This has to remain between... Just forget you heard it from me, okay? You can... Honestly, you'd notice this on your own if you just went around, so don't just leave me out of it if you're going to tell anyone. But there have been some... a few apiaries have had a bit of problems, some destruction happen at them. We're not really sure why. Just seemingly, kind of wanton breakage in some apiaries. But a few of us have also reported, enough that it can't just be, hallucinations, but a few people have mentioned seeing much larger bees than they should be.
If I'm talking to this person alone, I'm just like
Yeah.
looking across the room at
You've got him off to the
at my
side.
companions. Really now? Quite extraordinary.
Again, you didn't hear this from me. They're big enough you could ride on them.
Oh my.
Well, maybe
Wow.
not you, but I could, probably. I'm not getting close to them.
I
No
would
way.
hope there's not one that I could ride on.
That'd be a very big bee.
What area of the island so I know to avoid it?
I mean, they've been seen around. You know, if you just go around, you can probably find them. No one who's seen them has reported following them. They're pretty fast, and I don't know about you, but no one here is really interested in trying to chase down a big bee. That seems very not smart. But
Have they caused problems, like attacked anyone? Or
no,
they're
absolutely no.
peaceful?
They've been
They're
fine.
That's good.
They're just big fucking bees. You realize as his voice is raising and like shrinks into himself a little bit as he looks around the tap room, see if anyone else heard.
Maybe they produce a special type of honey then.
Maybe. Who knows?
You
Probably
guys should
the
really
bees.
start. You should really start advertising and marketing with this. You know,
Nope.
many people might like to see them.
Not until we know what's going on. We don't want this place to be a tourist trap. We want it to be
of course,
preserved. So,
but might be the only place in Iblydos that has.
And then we don't want any like game hunters coming thinking, "Oh, we can hunt the big bees." No. Unless they need to be hunted.
She just like looks at Ton. Yes. No, I understand that.
Ton's over there with a shit-eating grin on his face.
I understand that.
Look, the moment one of you
Calculating
guys
the monetary value of bee parts.
Looks at the
Oh, no.
like hippogriff feathers sticking out of my axe. Yes.
Oh no,
Game
Ton's thinking
hunters.
about he can have a giant bee mount. This is gonna be great.
Oh goodness.
Well, no, I did not hear that from you or
Nope,
from anyone.
You heard it from not me. You saw them on your own. In fact, you know what?
Yes.
Follow that trail out there, the third one, and just keep going a couple miles. That's where I saw them. So if anyone asks, you just went there and saw them yourself, right?
Right.
Of course. Of course.
When did you get here? Ah!
He just like.
You didn't hear
I didn't
anything.
hear the whole. Hear what?
Good. Yes. I have to go now.
You really
Like,
give him
gets
the
up and bolts
1,000-mile
through the door.
stare right there.
What, Scott?
Did he really give him the 1,000-mile stare? While saying, what?
A little bit, yeah.
You heard him say big game hunting and you just materialized.
Well, you see,
Right
I
out
don't
of the
want to
ether.
hunt. I don't want to hunt the bees. I want to ride on one of them. You know, we need to build our legend, so taming of giant rideable bees, you know what? Hey.
Many hero gods have famous mounts. That is true.
Exactly. We plant olive trees and ride giant bees.
So Fresta has a Pegasus. We might have a giant bee.
Yeah,
The most fucked.
Hilarious.
Legend
Whole
ever.
reason for existing now is to have a giant bee mount.
I think I would prefer a different kind of mount, okay?
Oh no, Ton is all in on the bee idea.
That would be a very uncomfortable ride.
How do you know?
I just assume they vibrate a lot.
You should be willing to try it out.
I wanted. Illyria definitely wants
That is
to
not
ride on.
something I will ever be.
That's just going to be the whole time we're on this
Yep.
stupid island.
Next session or two is just going to be the worst bee puns we can come up with.
Yes. Be reasonable.
I refuse. Alrighty, well... Oh, go ahead.
When that guy said that, was he pointing at... Was there an actual like trail or something that he was pointing at?
Yeah, there are
Or-
numerous
that's it?
trails that like lead up into the island to the different apiaries and whatnot, so you're not just walking on open field. So he pointed one of them out. You guys could absolutely, if you would like to, begin heading on it. It's about 4 p.m. by the time you guys finish collecting this information. Maybe have a late sort of snack in the mid-afternoon, and can go do your own thing. So you could certainly begin making your way into the island if you wished.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. I know.
Let's do it.
sounds
Let's
like
find the
bees
giant bees.
infused with mythic power.
Ton looks at his pack to make sure he has rope.
It is a beautifully sunny day as you guys head out into the island interior, begin making your way along a well-worn trail past, rolling hills, vast fields of wildflowers. You walk for a few miles, just sort of enjoying this beautiful afternoon. You pass by a few different, beehives here and there. You can see very much so, like, most of the hives here definitely look old. They have likely been repaired and rebuilt many, many, many times over the decades and centuries that have passed. Certainly, new ones have been added and built, and there's a very clear progression in age as you get in towards the center of the island. Things get older and older. Even though maybe the materials are newer, the construction itself is very clearly different and more ancient as you head into the interior. As you sort of reach the point you were vaguely gestured to by that guy in the inn, you find probably one of the oldest bee hive areas you've come across thus far. At least 3 dozen beehives filled throughout this entire area. And there is a large stone statue sort of sitting peacefully in the midst of it all. A woman just sort of sitting, gazing with affection at several stone bees resting on her arm. There's like a single-story building nearby, a bit beyond the statue. It's pretty old and ramshackle. It looks like it's maybe partially midway through repairs. Of those 3 dozen or so beehives that are in this area, I'd say a little under 2 dozen of them are destroyed. Smashed, flattened over the area, their frames split open. And around this entire area, you see bees. Hundreds of them. Many of them kind of discombobulated looking. Some of them look maybe a little crushed, but conventionally sized honeybees. Kind of litter the area around the damaged hives. Just living their best life.
They look like they split from the inside.
Give me a, say, survival, perception, or crafting check. Your choice.
Beekeeping lore.
If you have beekeeping lore, I would allow that.
Can any of us make this?
Public or not public?
This can be public. I'd say anyone who wants to may.
Wasn't my greatest roll.
Yeah. Scophos. It's exactly as you think. Those broken hives looks like they were broken from the inside. As you approach and examine some of them, the bees themselves, they actually seem quite used to being around people. So they don't freak out at all. They just kind of buzz around. Some of them kind of swarm around you a little bit to just check you out, but nothing untoward. The statue, humanoid female, maybe human. You can see like sides of her temple are sort of honeycombed, as if like a bee. Long hair. As you approach this statue a little bit, or at least get closer than anyone else, something about it pulls at you. It's that power deep within, that same thing that is devouring you from the inside, your mythic power. something about this statue is reacting to it.
Hmm. Statue looks like it's been here forever, right? Like,
It looks pretty old, but not as ancient as the like hives.
okay, the statue
Uh,
looks newer than the hives.
Yes.
How much newer?
A good bit. I don't have exact dates for you.
But it's been here for years. It hasn't
Yeah, it's not something brand new.
been dragged here last month or something.
No. And if anything, I actually have a picture for you guys of this statue.
Okay.
Ugh.
What's that phobia people have about seeing holes in people's bodies?
Yep.
What's that called?
Hypophobia.
Phobia?
Hypophobia?
One of them. I should have given a warning about that. I'm sorry. That's on me. Bad GM, not giving the phobia warnings.
No, it's tryptophobia. Yeah.
Cryptophobia. Hey, I was
Yeah,
close.
yeah.
Tryptophobia. Okay.
I know what I'm talking about.
So Jericho, in this very exploratory moment, everyone is trying to figure out clues. Ton is looking for that giant bee.
Give me a perception check.
Statue's reacting to our power in some sort of way.
You are desperately looking for giant bees, and you do not see any.
Damn it.
Also, I would say the man is right. There are definitely giant bees because these hives burst from the inside.
Okay.
Perhaps
Ton
the statue awakened when the comet fell. I don't know.
Ton walks over to the statue, looks at it.
Yeah.
Do I also feel it reacting with me?
Yeah.
Maybe if you pray to her for the giant bees.
Um,
I'm gonna back away while he starts praying.
no, I don't. I don't start praying. I touch the statue.
I'm gonna back away as he
You touch it. It's warm to the touch, but warm in the way stone warms under the sunlight.
Okay.
As you touch it, you don't get a sense of any magic in the statue. It feels like a inert statue. However, something about it is certainly trying to resonate with your mythic power. If you would like to try and impart some of yours in it and see if that does anything, you certainly could.
I would like to try that.
Spend a mythic point.
Okay, it's my last mythic point, so
Nice.
bye-bye, it's gone.
As you feel the mythic power sort of well up within you, your reserves for the moment draining as you try and force it into the statue, which it accepts far more willingly than most things would if you try and infuse them with mythic power. The statue begins to move. You see it sort of shift unsteadily, its head and gaze tilt from the bees on its arm upwards a little bit to gaze upon all of you. The bees carved into its surface begin to excitedly skitter across its arm and clothing. Statue kind of experimentally begins to move its mouth, stone flecks kind of falling to the wayside as it does so. but it remains seated. See it stretch its neck a little bit. Visitors.
Hello.
You see it glances around, sees the ruined hives, and then looks back at you all. I sense
That wasn't us.
I sense kinship in you. You are blessed by Cyclops' myth speaking, yes?
We had a myth
No,
speaking
but sort of.
done, but I think our mythic power came from somewhere else.
Interesting. Claim this was not done by you. What business brings you?
Uh,
To this
since
place.
since honesty has been our best policy so far, we're looking for a way to make some ambrosia.
I see.
Rumors of giant bees led us here, and your statue called to us.
Yes, the giant bees.
I see. See, she goes silent for a moment as she thinks on this. And I hate to do it mid-conversation, but I know some people have to leave kind of at session end time here, so that is going to be where we end for tonight as she thinks on this, and we will pick up with this conversation at the beginning of next session. But thank you all so much for playing. I do hope you enjoyed. Welcome to the Island of Giant Bees. What fun. We're all going to have a
Yes!
great time here.
I will have my giant bees.
I hope you guys had a good time. Welcome to level 5, and I will see you all next week where we will we'll see what's up with these bees. Maybe try and ride them. Who knows?
Yes.
Hey.
All right, adios, everybody.
Have a
All
great
right.
night,
Thanks,
everyone.
guys.
Bye.
See you next week.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.